Hi everyone, this is a watermelon, and today we're crafting with watermelon. Do you work construction and need a hard hat that shows your love of melons? Do you LARP as a simple watermelon farmer who had to take up arms to defend his village from the evil squash wizard? If so, today's episode is for you. Join me as I show you how to create a stylish watermelon helmet that is sure to turn heads as you walk down the street. All right, let's take a look at what we need for crafting our hat. Material-wise, we have our melon. That should be about all we need. This particular melon is about 11 inches by 8 inches. That ought to be a pretty good size to fit on my melon. For tools, we'll need something to cut this open with. I'll talk a little bit more about that shortly. Once we have it open, there's all this useless meat in there that we need to remove. What I'm going to do is score that with our utility knife, and then I will take a hammer and a flat-headed screwdriver, or you can use a chisel, and kind of remove that meat. Once all of that waste of flesh is gone, we can go ahead and take some sandpaper and smooth it all out so that we get rid of all the rough edges and it fits really nicely. All right, so we have lots of options for opening up our watermelon. For example, we have a hatchet. Now, this could work okay. A single swing gives us a nice cut. However, that's gonna splatter all over the place, and we don't really want the neighbors thinking we're a serial killer. So maybe we set that off to the side. On the other hand, we have this nice blade. This is long enough that it can easily cut all the way through the watermelon. It has this Granton edge, which will give us nice, clean cuts. Yeah, I think this one will do nicely. Before we cut our watermelon, it's important that it has a nice, stable base. Today we're going to use this wet paper towel to wrap around the bottom to keep it nice and sturdy while we cut it. So we just want to wrap it around, tuck it in on all edges. There we go. That watermelon's not going anywhere. I'm going to take the slicer that we talked about earlier and begin cutting our watermelon. It's important that we find the center line. That looks good. While applying gentle pressure and smooth motion, the knife easily glides through the watermelon. That'll leave some nice clean edges. Once I open it up, you'll get a good look at the inside of the watermelon. That's the useless red bit I was referring to. It's gotta go. You can see these edges are going to take a little bit of cleanup, but that's pretty smooth. We want to take 1/2 of our watermelon and go ahead and stabilize it again with the paper towels. With our utility knife, we want to make some cuts. This will make it easier to get rid of the inside part that we have no need for. We want nice deep cuts, and then turn it and do the same in the other direction. Now we'll switch to our hammer and screwdriver. We'll use this to chisel under each of these pieces to give us some leverage to pry them out of there. Depending on the size of your screwdriver, it might be a bit of work to get under all of the sides to get each of the chunks out of here. Once we loosen it on all 4 sides, we should be able to just pull this chunk out of here. And this, we don't need that. I'll continue removing the rest of these chunks. Now that we've gotten all of those bits out of there, you'll notice it's still pretty wet. So we're just going to take some paper towels and go around the inside and dry it out a bit. Our goal is to remove as much of the water as we can because it'll make smoothing it out much easier. You can start to see the white, but there's still quite a bit of red. So we want to take our sandpaper and just get rid of all that and smooth everything out. Our goal is to have nice, clean edges in here. All this sanding is pulling out quite a bit of water. So we want to take our paper towel and just go around the inside again and try and dry that up as much as we can. So now we just switch back and forth between sanding and drying until we have a nice, smooth, even surface. Don't forget to go around the edges and clean up any rough spots as well. You can continue until you're satisfied with the results. As you can see, we're already getting some nice smooth edges on this. This is going to turn out excellent. With the crafting of our helmet done, be sure to add personal flourishes to make it your own. Now you have your very own watermelon helmet. It'll protect you, whether you're battling a squash wizard or jumping out of an airplane. So stay safe out there, folks, and I'll see you next time on Crafting with Watermelon.